Hey Capricorn, what's going on? It's such a pleasure to work with you per the usual. So during my pre-reading meditation of about a few minutes, I'm picking up on a very strong energy of, ugh, I don't like it, but I'll do it. I don't like it, but I'm gonna have to do it. So energetically speaking, what that feels like is partnering up with somebody to do something. This somebody could even be a business or some type of institution, or it could actually be a person. And just talking about it makes my insides flip flop and like it triggers disgust in me. But you are showing up as making the decision to do just that thing that you know you don't want to do very firmly, but you're going to do it. So I haven't checked the rest of the reading as yet, but I'm seeing a top hat here starting to form. So you're putting on your Sunday's best and it's showtime soon. That's kind of the guess that I'm getting. So if you'd like to work with me more closely, maybe get some intuitive counseling or intuitive readings, I could assist you with navigating that landscape, whatever it is. Sometimes when we have to do what we have to do, we don't want to do it. How we do it can make all the difference. But either way, let's jump into the reading. You know how it goes. You don't have to have any significant Capricornian energies in order for this reading to be for you. You don't have to be watching at the time that it's being read for at all. As long as it resonates, then it's for you. Interestingly, I'm handing someone my business card right now. Interestingly, I'm giving people money right now. What's going on with you? Capricorn, the vibe I'm getting from your energy right now, or whoever you are, God bless your buttons, you're vibing a little bit like 1920s Batman, Gotham City, like the parents, how they were like wealthy and they were like, it's like, here's my business card, here's my, it's kind of, I don't know. A cigar box is what I'm getting as well. I'm like, I'm not a smoker, so I can't even, I'm seeing the motion, but I can't do it. It's like opening the cigar box and I don't know, old timey kind of stuff, right? But it's almost like, see how easily the guides are like, see how easily you can shift into character like that. What is this, guys? I don't even know. There's something that you are doing that you don't want to do, but yet you have an idea. We don't know the veracity of this yet from a higher perspective, but you have the idea that it's the right thing to do. The proper network is going to have to be consulted. The proper channels are going to be consulted. People, the paperwork's gonna be filed in the right way. You're just doing this the right way, and you're giving me again that feeling of, let's say, 1920s, 1930s. What was it? Roger Rabbit. Like, this is how it's gonna go. See, kind of energy. What's this? Okay, let's put that up. Ooh, if this is a marriage, run for the hills. This is not the way to approach a marriage. Speaking of a marriage, whenever we do go into partnership of any kind, it is a union. Union is partnership, whether it's marriage, whether it's going into a roommate or housemate situation, whether you're signing up for a new position with a job and they've accepted you. Whatever this is union. I can't even, it goes better this way for some reason. There's no love lost here. So here's my question to you. I'm going to get out of this bubble of your energy here, and I'm going to ask you simply what Spirit is asking. Where is the love? Where's the love? What are we doing here? Look at you showing up as the Queen of Cups with the veneer, right? That we all just put on, that we all put on with you. What's going on? Even the Three of Swords card is here, signaling heartbreak, but it's in the reversed. So it's almost like, well, gotta do what I gotta do. Boom. Here we go. Gosh, the word co-parenting came to mind. Oh, that's a sucker punch for a sucker punch to the back of the heart. So I'm not sure what's going on, but whatever it is, it's almost like next level. The word that's coming is grandiosity, and that's the energy that I'm channeling when I feel the Gotham City thing, the 1920s 30s kind of affluence energy. Yes, also they're showing me Great Gatsby a little bit, not on the opulent side, but that kind of but also, and energy here is, I want to say next level toxicity, but it's so covered over that it doesn't feel toxic. But you can't fool your energy reader, because we're seeing it, that we know that it should be toxicity, because where's the love? You're doing something that's out of alignment with what you truly desire. You have a perception that it's something that it needs to be done. And so here you're going to put your best foot forward. And on top of that, you are wearing a mask, and you're like, it's showtime. So your reader, your lovely reader, hi, and anyone who can read into the energies will be like, inauthenticity right away. This isn't you. This isn't healthy. This isn't what you want. This is the very definition of toxic. But I'm very, very conscious of the fact that even as I say that this isn't what you want, this is not what's good for you, it doesn't vibe as toxic when I'm listing those things. So this is the next level, the pure level of inauthenticity that's coming off of here. So I want to gently, if you mind, look at you already mind, listen, don't come if you don't want the energy reaches, right? But we're in there. We're in there like swimwear, discreetly. We're going to reach into the energy field, because I need to find out what the source is that's in there. What is the source here? And it's like I'm reaching. Thank you. It's commitment. So it's almost like I want to pull that out, like you pull out a stopper in the drain, and pull that out, because that stopper that's holding all of this toxic energy and toxic mindset that's not vibing as toxic through design, I want to get all that out. And it's interesting, because as I see that funneling out, they're showing me the devil card in this pack. I'm just seeing it, but I'm like, where is it? The devil, look at the card up here, grief, right? Where's the devil card? They showed it to me as being revealed after we, there it is. It's like this is in there. So Spirit is saying, can you perceive of this toxicity? For some of you, you're part of movements. I'm not going to say which movements in the social sphere that maybe you are working a part of, you're so into, you're advocating for, but maybe you are tapping into the toxic aspects of that, and you don't realize it. Remember, it's almost like they don't want me to get too much onto this topic, and I'm not going to reveal. Look at how it looked at. Could be you trying to get me not to talk about it. It's so strong as your field that you're throwing out the Five of Cups grief card. You're like, I don't even want to look at it. Ace of Swords, divine communication is here, and this is the strength of you saying, I don't want to look at it. I don't care. I'm an advocate. I'm doing this. This is the right thing. But I wanted you to PTB, pump the brakes right now. And the reason why, and it's something I'm feeling my energy, I'm just a channel though, getting very clear. Spirit is like, we don't work that way. Wow. IDK, who that energy is for, but it feels very strong that you are caught up in social, mainstream, I'm just going to put the blanket term, justice warrioring. And I'm not going to say what cause it's for, although it's very clear to me, but just for the sake of keeping this what it is, in other words, keeping your ears open enough to listen, they're like, you're caught up. You're caught up. You may have started off with a dream in your heart. You may have started off purely with wanting to alleviate self. They're just pointing that out. Self. They're actually saying that this is really a cause that's close to you. And you may be denying it or you may not be, but they're saying that the way you're going about it is not of Spirit. It's not, because Spirit is not going to ask us to get behind and to fund and to advocate and to do all this stuff, get behind a cause that is going to be toxic for us to do so. When I say that, if they feel that you doing something is going to put you at odds with your heart, they're not going to put you in there. They're not going to, and then funding is very strong coming here. There's something about funding. This could actually be reaching out to a few of you on different levels about different things in your life. It need not be about the example that they're choosing to bring through, but it's very, very strong. They're saying, we don't work that way. So if this is for you, they're saying that this is, I don't want to drop the W word, a warning, but this is a bit of a warning and a bit of a cautionary tale to be mindful of your alliances on number one. And number two, be mindful of whose name you say that you're acting out of or acting in alignment with, because spirit doesn't move the way this is, whatever this is. And it's interesting that now here I'm going to step in now as your friendly local reader. Hi, giving out hugs. But ooh, the guys, I was going to say, I don't know what I was going to say, but then they're like, but justice, capital J, right? Coming from the divine justice, which is concerned with homeostasis within creation, right? In other words, they're interesting. They're saying combining forces. I don't know who they are, but you know, there's an energy here though that is very much pushing back on what appears to be a false alignment that is being promoted. They're anyway. Oh, I'm seeing a couple social mainstream social stuff coming through. I need to be an obedient channel, but I'm just not going to mention. Just if you're thinking about a couple, I'm thinking about a couple that you can find online, on TV, in the news, whatever, on the lips of people who are, you know, not as 11 minutes, 11 seconds, as engaged in the heart of these discussions, in so much as they're engaged in the ego of it. What does being engaged in the ego of a topic look like from an energetic standpoint? It looks like you having a conversation with yourself and about your own grief, you not having really gotten to a place of acknowledging what's going on with you on an emotional level, and you projecting that outward, combining it with the anger, the hatred, and the unmet needs. This is your pain that is causing you to act out in certain ways. It's not that the topic that you're trying to speak to is wrong or anything like that. Spirit's not in the business of saying right and wrong. That's a human thing. What it is they're in the business of assisting you with reaching the appropriate, I'm trying to get the right words, perception about things, so that you can be a hallmark of love, as opposed to being a poster boy or a poster girl or whatever for your inner trauma that has not even been looked at, that has not even been addressed, that is spewing all over the place. When we have our stuff spewing all over the place, this is toxicity, and it creates a busybody energy that is directed outward. It's the same as when somebody really is not happy in their life and they haven't really turned inward to take responsibility, to soothe their wounds, to be their own witness, to work on that stuff. They kind of graduate into get off my lawn kind of energy, and into I'm calling the police because you did it, and all of this. So it's very interesting what's coming through here today, Cappies, and you don't have to be Capricorns for this reading. It's a collective reading, but it's coming through very strongly that whatever it is, I'm going to zoom out for a second, whatever is going on here is looking like it's the right thing because you may be playing the right role, saying the right things, this and that in society. But if you want to get the energetic perspective and you want to bring the third eye and in alignment with the heart, divine mind, divine will into this conversation, you're going to have to cease everything you're doing, because what you're doing is not in alignment with the principles that, maybe this once stood for. And you can look at it by looking at the trail of tears that you leave, by looking at the conflict that you leave in your wake, by looking at the enemies that you see around you. Are you seeing enemies all around you, or are you seeing opportunities for collective growth and understanding? Even just talking about it, to be honest, makes my heart feel sick and ill. So some of you, and I'm getting a little weak, and my tongue is feeling a little weak, and my knees are getting weak. So they're saying this is a combination for whatever reason, and they're saying this is a conversation that needs to be had. The conversation that is aligning here is that the toxicity with which you are going about doing certain things is creating choose my words here, disturbances within your energetic field, and that could lead to ailments I'm feeling in the chest, liver, things like that. So be mindful, okay? God bless.